This is the Jaffel Report.
George Carlin famously said, "When you're born into this world, you get a front row ticket to the freak show. If you're born in the USA, you get a front row seat." Hey, it's your West Coast Canadian boomer with a personal observation on an old but very relevant George Carlin quote in a moment. This Jaffel Report brought to you by 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. Life, if you look closely, is like a never-ending circus. Sometimes funny, sometimes absurd, and often downright baffling. This line still punches hard, especially as we find ourselves in 2025, living alongside the spectacle of the Trump presidency. Carlin's metaphor speaks to the idea that life itself is inherently strange. From the moment we pop into existence, we're thrust into a chaotic mix of contradictions and surprises. The freak show. But being born in the USA, he says, grants you the extra privilege, or curse, of witnessing the most outrageous and headline-stealing acts up close. No binoculars needed. Why the USA? Because America, with its massive media machine and larger-than-life personalities, tends to magnify its political theater and cultural clashes like no other country. The Trump era vividly illustrates this on a daily stage. From shocking tweets to controversial policies, the U.S. government often feels less like a traditional institution and more like an ongoing reality show that just won't end. As a Canadian West Coast boomer, looking across the border, it's like watching a wild soap opera unfold with endless twists, and sometimes you have to pinch yourself to believe it's real. Trump's presidency and his continued influence underlines how a nation can wrestle with truth, democracy, and the power of spectacle. The front row seat isn't just about entertainment. It's a front row cash register for chaos, division, and debate about what kind of country America wants to be. That said, I find it also reminds me of why it's essential to stay thoughtful and grounded. You could easily get swept up in the frenzy and forget the quiet, slower moments of everyday kindness, community, and progress. Being front row is exhausting, but it's also a call to engage critically, to seek empathy amid the noise, and to remember that every freak show has moments of real human drama worth understanding, not just screaming. And here's the lighthearted twist. From my peaceful perch on the Canadian West Coast, I sometimes feel lucky. Our version of the freak show is a bit quieter, more scenic, and yes, with fewer tweets at 3 a.m. Yet the same global challenges, climate change, inequality, information overload, affect us too. We get our tickets to our own circus. It's just a little differently choreographed. In this era of polarized politics and rapid information, Carlin's words remind me that embracing life's absurdities can bring perspective. The freak show won't end anytime soon, but how we watch it, whether with frustration, humor, or hope, can make all the difference. Who am I, you ask? Just another friendly observer. Call me Jaffo.
The Jaffel Report.ca.
The Jaffel Report is downloadable from wherever you get your podcasts from. That's the JaffelReport.ca. Life can be overwhelming, and sometimes we all need a moment to recharge. I initially discovered guided meditation back in my 40s, but neglected it until my heart attack in my 60s. Eventually, I started recording my own guided meditations, and now I'd like to share them with the public. Whether you prefer a simple, soothing voice or a rich experience by adding music with ambient sounds, I've got you covered. The meditation sessions start at $4.20 each. The first 3 are free. Visit 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. And start your journey to inner calm. Your path to peace is just a click away. This Canuck Boomer thanks you for your time, and we'll catch up with you again soon.